was a bit of a frustrating one. I mean, to completely control the second half. I mean, how many chances did we have in that second half? I mean, just then what happened right at the end was just like a complete shock. I mean, where can you go from that performance tonight?
Listen, we talked about this, about getting 21's games. 21's had a successful season, so we brought 2 or 3 of them in, and that type of game is a great game for them to come into, because that's just your typical championship game. And in fairness to Knockbreda, a team that's relegated, who's some of the players are fighting for their careers, particularly championship careers. I'm sure someone would obviously want to stay in the championship and play. They were quicker to the ball, particularly first half. We got a wee bit closer to them in the second half, but they fought and won a lot of first balls, second balls, and we didn't do enough. And then just to cap it all off, when you get back in the game and coming into injury time, they kick off from the centre and kick it up a pitch and score. Like it really epitomised the performance, to be honest with you. Lacked energy, it's not good enough, and I told the players that. And there's like a wee bit of an apathy, like, sure, we're playing here and we're good players. You have to earn the right to play, and fair play to Knockbreda, they deserved it.
It wasn't a great first half, as you just touched on there. I mean, the second half, I mean, we're a better team, we made a lot of changes, and the changes obviously worked because we got the goal from Michael. But I mean, that was just an absolute kick in the teeth, would you say, just the way they kicked the ball straight up the pitch and obviously got the winner?
Well, the first half, listen, it was a battle, but they out-battled. There wasn't a lot of football played, and let's face it, like, if you're looking at the game, eggs for eggs here, you know, many players out of the 11 that was on the pitch at any one time played their maximum. You know, it's a small amount there. So I said to them it wasn't good enough, and I says, don't be blaming anybody, blame yourself, because if you're going to have performances like that, you're going to ask for trouble. And as I says, that's the problem. We need a wee bit more oomph, and that's what I'm looking at the minute. That's happened in a couple of games now recently. They're really playing the season down. Obviously, we can't finish in here in 6, and the complacency that's set in is worrying. And I am looking at that now and saying, who wants to be at the football club next year? Who's desperate to play here? Who wants to be top players? Because I didn't see that in large amounts in tonight's performance.
On the night's performance, I mean, where do we go now with 1 game to go? I mean, obviously, it's a final game, nothing to play for, of course, but it's just the bragging rights of East Belfast. I mean, you know yourself, the games against Dundell this year have been hard. I mean, on that performance tonight, I mean, obviously, we're going to have to re-look at that for that game coming up on Friday.
Well, today, I'll be interested to see, because like, whatever team is against Dundell, I'll be interested to see. I'd say there'll be a different attitude, application, fight. As you say, it's a local derby. The Duns have had an outstanding season. They've really scrapped and really epitomise what our players need, that fight, that drive, that desire. And we have to have, if you don't have that on Saturday night, you're going to be, you know, coming away with nothing. So I told them that as well. You need to have more fight. As I say, Knockbreda, in fairness to them, put it up to us. They won a lot of balls. We did not compete with them. Our players were not good enough, and I've done my best to protect them this year as much as I could. But the goals in which we give away, particularly the second one, like we have scored, they have kicked it up a pitch. We haven't reacted to it. Their striker runs on behind and sticks it in the net. You know, as I say, I'd be interested to see the view on it, or even your highlights as well, because it was not anywhere near good enough for this level, and it's very, very disappointing.